Nine Days is written and directed by Edson Oda. It stars Winston Duke, Zazie Beetz, Benedict Wong, Tony Hale, and Bill Skarsgård. Nine Days is a science fiction independent movie, and the setting of this film is life before birth. We focus on a character named Will. Will is a reclusive man who conducts a series of interviews with human souls for a chance to be born. I was highly anticipating Nine Days. I remember hearing about this movie back in January 2020, where it had its premiere at the Sundance Film Festival. I remember reading a lot of positive reactions for this movie, and upon doing research about it, I was just intrigued by the premise, and I was excited to see the A-list cast that was attached to the movie. So I was really excited to see it. I remember it was supposed to come out in December 2020, but 2 weeks before it came out, Sony Pictures Classics delayed it. So it came out 2 weeks ago in theaters, and I finally got the chance to see it. So the question is, what did I think of the movie Nine Days? Nine Days is an absolutely astonishing film that completely blew me away. This is by far the most original and unique film I have seen in 2021 so far, and it was just a powerful experience. I loved it. I couldn't stop thinking about it since I've seen it 2 weeks ago. And it comes with a very high recommendation. Right off the bat, though, I do want to say that I know for a fact that there are going to be people who watch this movie and they're not going to have the same reaction that I have. This is very much a movie that you need to be on the same wavelength with. And I can see some people watching it and just not connecting with it and not thinking it's anything that special. But the good news is that for the people who do watch it and connect with it, it's going to be a very immersive and powerful experience like it was for me. And I loved it. Nine Days presents such a fascinating concept. This movie has absolutely no interest in catering towards the popcorn movie audience. It's not interested in delivering amazing action sequences that's going to revolutionize the genre or, delivering the best visuals. This movie wants you to contemplate the meaning of life. It allows us to examine life from afar. And we're thinking about questions and at the same time. So we're thinking about, what does it take for a person to survive in the modern world? What happens when humanity clashes with the difficult things in life? Amongst many other things too. And the way the movie does it, it's so fascinating and interesting. And I would just commend the movie for doing things like that. Now, yes, this is not the type of movie that, this movie is not the first one to present these type of ideas, but the way writer and director Edson Oda does this, it makes it stand out from other movies that have talked about similar things. So Nine Days, this movie consists one of the best performances of the entire year with Winston Duke as the lead role. Winston Duke has so much range as an actor. He was in Black Panther, he played a leader of a tribe, and in Us, he played two roles, one that was a serial killer, and the other, he was a dorky father. In this movie, it's a very subtle performance. He is a quiet man, he's very observant. He's also going through his own things, and I'm not going to get into that because, I'd rather you see the movie as blind as possible. And it's amazing how much range he has as an actor. And I love his performance here. He definitely delivers one of the best performances of the year, and his monologue at the end is some of the best I've seen in a while. So I think he killed it. And so did Zazie Beetz, delivering some of her very best work. She's a human soul who is independent, and she challenges Will in certain ways. And the way she challenges Will is really interesting, and it's done in a very clever way. All the other actors, all the other excellent actors attached to this project are all really solid, all delivering some fine work. And yeah, there is absolutely no complaints about the acting department. This is such an immersive film. I was immediately hooked into the movie from the beginning of the movie. And in the opening scene, nothing crazy was happening, but I guess I can just say that the tone and the mood, it really worked for me. And from the opening scene, you know what kind of movie you're getting into. Like I said, it's a dialogue heavy film, and it focuses on the little things in life. And it's the type of movie we need in our lives right now. I know that that's a very corny saying, but given how difficult the world can be, and even the time we're living in now where everyone's so divided and we're focusing, it's like we forgot to really focus on the things that matters. And the way this movie does it how it, talks about those things. It really is emotionally resonant. This movie resonates with you in a way that a film hasn't in so many years. So I have to give it props for that. It's a very emotional and thought-provoking journey. And all these human souls in the movie, they all have their own personalities and they all have their different outtakes of life. And watching these characters talk about that and share their own view of life, it really, I believe that with that type of technique, a lot of people are going to take something from this movie or they're going to find themselves in the film. And that's one of the reasons, or that's how this movie can be immersive. It's one of the reasons how it can be immersive. It's that way. And the cinematography is absolutely beautiful. Even though there's not a lot of locations in this film, the way the camera work is done it's incredible. And the score is beautiful. It's a beautiful score that perfectly fits in with the movie and with the narrative and how it's incorporated with every scene. I love the score of this film. And it's just a type of film that I think you should go in as blind as possible. It certainly is a film that has stuck with me for a while. I'm dying to see it again. I've seen some people talk about how they've watched this movie again and how they've actually gotten more out of the experience. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it again in theaters because the release date is a little weird. It's out, but only in certain theaters. It's not everywhere. And there's no marketing for this movie at all, which is a shame. I think it's the type of movie that a lot of people are going to be able to get something out of it and they're going to either like or love it. It's important, it's beautiful, it's thought-provoking, it's emotional, it's funny, and it's cleverly written, and the plot is so interesting, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful movie. I loved it. It's very, very much my favorite movie of 2021 so far. We do have 4 months left, and there's plenty of movies coming out, so I don't know if it'll remain my number one, but it'll definitely be in my best of the year list. There's no way it won't be. So I'm going to give 9 Days a 10 out of 10. I do think it's a type of movie that you should go in knowing as little as possible and go in knowing that it's a science fiction film, but it's not interested in being the next Matrix or the next Inception. It's not interested in being a blockbuster that's going to revolutionize the genre. It's its own thing. It's similar to the movie Soul a little bit. I would say watching 9 Days and the Pixar movie Soul back to back would make a great double feature if you're ever in a mood to question life and your meaning, what you think the meaning of life is. I mean, it'll be a very emotional 4 hours if you do that. But yeah, I love 9 Days. So I'm going to give 9 Days a 10 out of 10. It lived up to the hype for me, and I would highly recommend it for sure. Thank you guys for watching my review of 9 Days. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll take it into consideration in regards to checking out this film or not. So the next review, I believe, will be for the movie Candyman. I do apologize for my brief hiatus. I have been seeing a lot of new movies. I just haven't been reviewing them. Truth be told, a lot of them, I've just felt the same way. I thought they were okay, / forgettable, or I thought they were good, but didn't really blow me away. So I didn't want to seem repetitive while reviewing all these movies. You know what I mean? So 9 Days is like the one movie that stuck with me and that I'm still thinking about. It's better than all the new movies that I've seen. And Suicide Squad, I reviewed that 2 weeks ago. I love that film, obviously, but aside from Suicide Squad and 9 Days, it's been a while since I've seen like a movie that's blown me away. So that's why I decided to review this one. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching once again. I will see you guys next time with my review of Candyman, and make sure to like this video, share it if you want, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you guys next time. So thank you. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.